Hello, hello. We are going to be looking to see if we can locate Amy Lynn Bradley. I did a previous reading on her a couple days ago. I believe that she is still alive. I believe that she is being held against her will, and I believe that she is just over it and wants to get out of there, obviously, but let's see if we can help find her. Okay, so I'm about to give you a little bit of insight into one of my brain tricks that I use. Okay, so a lot of you ask, like, how do you shut off your brain at night? How do you not focus on this when you're falling asleep? The answer to that is melatonin. I cannot sleep. I cannot shut off my brain unless I have some kind of something to help me. So I use melatonin, and I know about how long it takes me based off how much energy I have that I'm gonna fall asleep. Okay, so when I feel like I'm about 10 to 20 minutes away from falling asleep, because usually I distract myself until then, and then when I'm getting close to sleep, I will do this type of meditation in my brain where essentially, if there's an intention that I want to set before bed, that I want to get some kind of information in my dream, I kind of force my brain to give it to me through doing this. So I, over and over, just focus on envisioning myself sitting at a computer, typing in the questions that I want to ask or the information that I want to find, and I just envision myself looking at this information on this computer. And every time my brain tries to go away from this, I bring it back. I start at the beginning, I sit down at the computer in my brain. I envision myself sitting at a computer desk, typing in what I want and getting it. Okay, so I was doing that with Amy's case. I actually went back and I looked when she went missing. It was 1998. I was 8, so I was living at my parents' house at that time. So I was envisioning myself sitting at the computer desk at my parents' house, typing it in, getting the information. I was having trouble staying in that moment, so I just kept going back to it. I would imagine myself walking to the refrigerator, getting a drink of water, going back and sitting at the computer, typing in the information. Okay, so that being said, the dream that I got was not a direct dream, and it took me a little bit into this day to realize what it meant. So I didn't have a dream that had anything to do with Amy. It didn't have anything to do with true crime. I was in a marching band. I believe I was playing drums because I feel like I was doing this, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I was in a marching band and we were all marching together. That was the dream. Had no idea what that was supposed to mean until my brain started putting it together in my waking state that I needed to use all kinds of different tools to work towards the same cause. I have a map, so we can look for location, and also my mapping skills are not great. So here's our visual of the map. I don't know if you heard that, but this just died. So it just said power off real loud in my ear. Okay, so that, I'm going to use my, I'm blanking on the name of that right now. Pendulum, tarot cards, and directional die. So essentially we're not using one to find location, we're using all of them, and one has to confirm another one. So I was thinking about this and I was like, I wonder, like, that feels really right. I wonder if that's what the dream was about. And then I remembered that I imagined myself doing this on the computer at my parents' house, and my mom used to, the baton, like the one where you flip the baton, in a marching band. So I was like, okay, that's the connection. So I do believe that this is what I was being pointed to. So that's just the background. This star is where the boat docked when she went missing. So we're going to start there. I'm going to pull north, south, east, west, and directly on that dot and see which location she's at right now. I'm not gonna go into which way did they take her initially, because that's not what we're looking for. That's not gonna help us find her. So the intention is, where is Amy right now, this very moment, in correlation to this star on here, which is Caraco. All right, so card for North. Lovers in reverse. South. The Moon. East. Six of Swords. West. Eight of Cups reversed. She's East. So she is East. I don't even need to look at them deeply. I can already tell you she's East. So that's going to take us this way. Okay. So now I'm going to look into, oh, I'm also going to use my dowsing rods. Now I'm going to look into, I'm going to split this that way, that way. Okay. Oh, hold on, let me put numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we know she's East. She went that way. Now we're splitting it into quadrant 1 is up here. Quadrant 2 is through here. 3 is through here. And 4 is through there. Yeah, let's do it that way first. So a card for number 1. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Number 2. Ace of Wands. Number 3. The Fool reversed. And number 4. 7 of Swords. So the top quadrant, we have 5 of Pentacles reversed. That's about like hope coming back. And I just said that I feel that she feels very hopeless. So I think that that is a big no. I don't think she is Spain, Ukraine, Russia, and up. I don't believe she's that quadrant. Number 2, we have Ace of Wands. Number 3, we have the Fool reversed, which I don't. And then 4, we have 7 of Swords. Let me get a clarifier for the Ace of Wands. Okay, so the clarifier for the Ace of Wands is the Ace of Wands saying that she was moved to this quadrant after initially being somewhere else. 4 of Pentacles reversed. No. No, that's not it. So the Ace of Wands, clarified by the reverse 4 of Pentacles, would imply that either she was there and there wasn't money being made by her being there, or just that there was more money to be made somewhere else. I don't know if she was actually there and moved somewhere else, or she just wasn't there. So that quadrant is Egypt, Sudan, Saudi Arabia, India, China, Iran, Turkey, Algeria, Mali. That she's not there. Then we have the Fool reversed and the 7 of Swords. So to clarify the Fool reversed, King of Swords reversed. Ooh. Controlling dictator. An evil one. To clarify, the Seven of Swords. Queen of Swords reversed. I think I'm being directed to redraw my lines. Am I meant to redraw my lines between 3 and 4 and redivide them up? Yeah, okay. 1 second. Let me get a different color pen. Okay, so all right, so we're dividing up this bottom section into 2. I wonder if I'm meant to do it down the middle instead of, I bet you that's what it is. Okay, so we're gonna divide it down the middle. And for those who aren't sure how this part works, it's essentially like the information is there. It's in the collective consciousness. We just need to figure out how to ask the right questions to get the right answers, and that's what this is. Okay, so essentially what I did now is we're looking at this bottom half under this thick black line, and I made this line here that is dividing it into 2 sections, 1 and 2. So this will be number 1, this will be number 2. The King and Queen of Swords is what made me feel like I just needed to redraw my lines, because it's like you're getting close to the people who have the control, but not quite there yet, but you caught them. You're going the right way. All right, so section 1 is Argentina, Brazil, Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru. So my line goes down through, like on side 1. Don't know what that says. The Republic of Congo, Angola, Botswana, South Africa. That's all on the side 1. And then on side 2, it splits down at South Sudan. I cannot make out what Tanzania, I think, Zambia, Ethiopia, Kenya. That's all on that side. Okay, so let's look at, I'm going to pull 2 cards for the first side and 2 cards for the second side. 5 of Swords. Ace of Swords reversed. Oh, there we have the ace that matched the King and Queen reversed. The same suit. Also intimidation, also competition, also disagreement, also argument. Okay, let's look at side 2. 2 cards for side 2. Ace of Cups. Knight of Wands. I believe she's in quadrant 1. Is Amy Lynn in quadrant 1 on my map, which is on the bottom left? Brazil, Argentina, Ecuador. Is Amy in the middle section on the other side? Nigeria, Angola, South Africa. Okay. So not here, but down here in one of these, which really kind of narrows it down. So it would be something in this outlined area right here. Okay, so it's not here, it's somewhere there. All right, so I'm gonna try and move this down so you can see. Is Amy in currently somewhere within this dark circle that I put on the map? That's a big yes. Okay. Oh no, now it's crooked. Is it crooked? No, I think we're good. Okay. Okay, so that was a huge confirmation. That just was up and down. And again, that's not me moving it. That is just it moving on its own. For those that have a little bit more trouble believing in that part as opposed to tarot, that's why I'm confirming one with one. It's not just tarot. It's not just that. It's not just that. That's why we're kind of double checking everything against each other. Okay, so we've narrowed it down to this section. We've narrowed it down to this section, which is Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, Congo. Don't know what that says, too small. Democratic Republic of the Congo, Angola, Namibia, Botswana, South Africa. Is Amy currently in one of the places that I just stated? Wow. All right. Got ya. Heard. Okay. Gonna use the directional dice now. Looking at what I outlined, this directional dice in the circle. So where in the circle? Northwest. Northwest would be Nigeria, Cameroon, Congo. One of them. I'll check it with this. Is Amy in one of the places that I just listed that is northwest within the circle that I wrote on the map? Another yes. That's a pretty big yes too, honestly. Okay. To double check and clarify, is Amy in the northwest quadrant of what I circled on the map? Okay. Going to see what we could potentially find out about the land or location around her. Or I guess anything we can know about where she is physically. Underwater, but it's in reverse. Underwater, but in reverse. That could imply on the coast. So if she was on the coast and she's northwest, it would be Nigeria or Cameroon. Or I guess Tonga or Guinea. One of them. If that's what that means. Let's see what else we get. Struggle in reverse. Beach. She's on the coast. She's on the coast in the northwest quadrant of this circle. She's somewhere on the coast. We got beach, we got underwater reversed, we got struggle in reverse, and it has the wolves on it, and that's pretty much how you could represent who took her, is a bunch of pack of wolves. AI in reverse. AI in reverse. Is there potentially a like a factory that makes robots or artificial intelligence on the coast somewhere there? Are we meant to be looking at somewhere near an AI factory on the coast? So we'd be looking for some kind of Are they connected? Do the people who took her have anything to do? Let me use this. Do the people who took and have Amy have anything to do with artificial intelligence production? Like maybe they own the factory or something along those lines? Getting a big yes. What can we know about what, if anything, the people who took her have to do with AI? Like, what is the connection? Ace of Pentacles reversed. Money. Either the organization is funding the AI or the AI is funding the organization. There's a factory. There's a factory, and that factory has some connection to the organization that has Amy. Amy is on the coast, northwest in that quadrant, northwest of that outlined circle. She's on the coast, which would narrow it down even more to like this little area right here. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to see if there is some kind of AI factory there, but hold on one second. So let me pull a couple more. 2 more cards to describe any connection between the people who have her and some kind of artificial intelligence, factory, business, strength, taming the beast, taming the lion. Page of Pentacles reversed, lack of progress. Page of Pentacles reversed and Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. So they're both about missed chances, but money, female money, everything going awry. Selling girls for money, taking away their self-respect, taking away their inner strength. Oh my gosh, you know what? You know how I said in the reading that I felt like she was kind of taken off duty, I guess you could say, like taken away from the public. I felt like she was in a room somewhere, like as some kind of punishment or something like that. Like something wasn't going right. She wasn't following along with their plan or something. She was over it and they kind of locked her somewhere. The Ace of Pentacles reversed is taking an opportunity back. Like, oh, you're not going to have the opportunity anymore. I feel like that's a huge confirmation. It's almost like she's saying, you're not going to find me walking around because I'm secluded. I'm trapped now. But that's where she is. Oh my God, my eyes are so watery. Holy crap. Hold on. Is Amy being held in some kind of artificial intelligence factory or business or something like that? No, it's just the connection. Is she being held within 20 miles of an artificial intelligence factory? It's near it. Near it. So I have to look up and see if I can find what I'm looking for your pack. So what I have found is that Nigeria got its first artificial intelligence robotics center in November 2020. So this place is called, oh my gosh, where did it just go? NITDA, NITDA. As I said, they got it the end of 2020. They are trying to get ahead of a race so that they can bring money to their country through this new growing field. I think that this is important because out of all the places on the entire map, we narrow it down to somewhere within a 20-mile span of an artificial intelligence center in Nigeria near the coast. And it just so happens that there's one, and it just came into being in 2020. And it's on the water. I can't figure out where exactly it is on the map. I'm still trying to get that, but yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence that that's where the energy led us to, and there just happens to be one. It's new. It's because they're trying to get in this race of artificial intelligence. And I said in the reading, either the organization was funding the research or the research was funding the organization. It looks like the organization was funding the research or the makeup of this robotics center. Is Amy within 20 miles of the National Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics in Nigeria? Getting a yes there. I am going to confirm on the pendulum. Is Amy within, I'm going to move this to a different direction so you can see if it goes yes or not. Is Amy within 20 miles of the robotics center in Nigeria? That is a huge yes. Even in a different direction, that's a yes. Trying to think of what else I can do. I don't want to send anyone on any dangerous wild goose chases. I'm doing this reading. Hopefully it will confirm another theory that potentially was being worked on. Hopefully it will maybe fill in a piece of the puzzle that's already being worked on. That's my hope. But I would say we're looking within a 20-mile radius of that robotics center that just came to be in Nigeria the end of 2020. I'm going to pull a couple more of these. Outer space. AI, outer space. They correlate together in my brain. I don't know how to explain it. AI, advancement in technology, outer space, advancement in where humans can travel. Caregiver. Oh. Maybe she's not secluded in a room for punishment. Maybe she's not doing well. All those years of stress, I can imagine that it's probably taking a toll on her. Market manipulation. I just said they're trying to get ahead of the AI race to bring money to their country. Pizzagate and mail in reverse. One slice of the pie. And also this mail in reverse, he's wearing a watch on his wrist. One slice of the pie, outer space, market manipulation. I think she's not doing well. Is Amy currently sick or injured in some way that happened within the last 6 months? Is she sick or injured in some way that happened within the last year? Is she sick or injured and it just happened over time? They touched. Sick or injured happened over time. What can we know about what the dowsing rods were just trying to say? Nine of Swords reversed. It's not sick or injured. It's mental. She's mental break. That's what it is. It's a mental break. It's a mental break. She couldn't push through anymore. She's not sick or injured. It's mental. Confirmation on what I just said, or clarification. Four of Swords reversed. It's about being burnt out and exhausted. Two of Pentacles reversed. Priorities, making a choice. Yeah, it's like they had no other choice than to seclude her and lose the money that they could have potentially made from whatever she was doing. They had to make that choice to bring her and seclude her because there's mental health issues present that are obvious enough that if she was out in the public, people would be like, something's not right. I think that's all I'm going to get here. I'm going to pull a couple more of these just to see what other kind of details we could get. I would like to get some kind of detail about the land that she's like on, if possible. Marriage or wedding. Affair in reverse. Yeah, you know what it is? I believe they had her doing sex work, and I believe that they no longer trusted her to be alone with anyone because her mental health was so bad that they were scared that she would risk it and say something. That's what I'm getting. Trapped. And it's someone putting their hands up like, okay, it's enough. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. If anyone has any other information that you want me to look into specifically, maybe if you have an inkling on a more specific location, I'll be happy to look into it. I know someone had mentioned a family member of hers on one of my videos. If they would like me to look into anything, I will be happy to. I don't know what else I can get. I'm feeling pretty strongly that when I started looking up artificial intelligence in Nigeria, the first picture that popped up was the location, brand new, and it was the way that the picture was shown. It was like the building here and a body of water right here. It was almost like, okay, there's your body of water. And then also November of 2020 is when the first one opened. That's pretty recent. I feel like that was another confirmation. It was like the first one, and it was a big, huge deal, okay? And it was because they were trying to get in this race of artificial intelligence. And the article that I read, it listed all of how different countries are going into artificial intelligence and Nigeria's plans to do it. It just seemed like it was Amy, like, okay, look at this, like the future version of Amy that's trying to help the current version of Amy. That's an explanation for another day. What was the other one? Oh, November, the artificial intelligence location opened on November 13th, which in terms of my readings that I've been doing, I feel like it's a confirmation because the Idaho murders happened on the 13th. I don't know. I just felt like that was like another little mini confirmation, like, oh, there's that number again. Especially because I just did the Nicola Bully reading, and there was a number in that reading that was very prevalent as well from a previous reading. I just felt like that the timing of it was like, oh, and here's one more little confirmation. That's what I was reading it as. I would say to narrow it down, we'd be looking at a 20-mile radius around NITDA, NITDA, I think that's how it's spelled, which is the Artificial Intelligence Agency in Nigeria that opened in 2020. Yeah, I don't feel like I need to confirm. I feel like I've got enough confirmations, and when I over confirm, I feel like I don't get things as easily next time, so I'm not going to over confirm. That's what I'm getting. I'm going to pull a couple more of these from the other side of the deck, like 2 more, and then wrap this up for now. Sad in reverse and legal proceedings. Sad in reverse is making me feel like how I said it's mental health. Sad in reverse is saying to me it's more than just sad. It's like a sad that she can't push through. And legal proceedings is making me feel like it's possible that now that she can't do whatever it was she was doing before, now they're trying to find something else for her to do. I'm not sure exactly what, but that's what I'm getting. Like, she can't do what she was doing before because of mental health, and they need her to do something, so they're looking for something else for her to do. What can we know about legal proceedings? 2 of Wands reversed and 10 of Wands. Plans falling apart, carrying a heavy burden. Plans falling apart, she can't do what she used to do anymore. She's now a heavy burden and they're trying to find something else for her to do. That's what I'm getting. Again, if you have any more specific questions, I will be glad to look into them, but that's what I'm getting for now. I hope that that helps. I hope that there's already a theory like this that has been looked into that this could confirm. Yeah, I don't know. I will talk to you guys soon.